It's a close tie between the Oscars and the Grammys for our favourite red carpet ceremonies of the year. The Oscars for obvious reasons, because it's classy and respected, but the Grammys because they're so wonderfully tacky. So we are here to talk about all things Grammy fashion. I am going to start off with my favourite, which was Rihanna, and who was just the tackiest and fabulous of all.
I loved this dress because it was so over the top and like that kind of like candy marshmallow. It looked like part cloud, part dress. It was like completely ridiculous, but fantastic for the Grammys. Like this is like the tactastic, in your face, over the top style, like red carpet. So you've got to go all out. And I just thought it was wonderful. Like it was like the ultimate, like it looked like that thing you put on top of a toilet roll. It was just so over the top and ridiculously pink and girly and garish. It was like just amazing. I loved it.
I think it was her version of demure. What did you think, Freya?
I personally didn't like it. I thought her beauty look was sensational. I thought she looked so fresh-faced and, you know, gorgeous, very angelic, which we all know she's not really. But the dress itself, I think it kind of seemed to come out from the bust. Close up, it was like a beautiful piece of like couture, but I think if it had have maybe sat differently, come out from the hips maybe, but I thought she kind of looked like those pink wafer biscuits you get when you're a kid, or Kimberly Mikado or something. I know, I was like, that's my favourite part.
It was like a mixture between like someone had taken, it was like a homage to like Barbara Cartland and a Kamado biscuit, and they gelled the two together, and I think that's fantastic.
I think she can pull off anything, you know, realistically, so she has to be applauded for that, but personally, I didn't like it.
No. Another lady who took tacky to whole new levels was Queen Madonna.
Yes.
I think that title has to be taken off her as well.
She's demoted to princess.
Yes, to Matador.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I love that Madonna goes like just so offensively trashy at the ceremony.
She takes it and runs with it.
Yeah, like she, I mean, it isn't the Grammys unless she shows up like dressed like a sexy matador with her arse hanging out, and like she's just, I just think she's fascinating. I love Madge. I think it's kind of two fingers.
We call her Madge. You're good friends, obviously.
Obviously BFFs. But I think she just doesn't give a shit. Like I think she does whatever she wants to do, and again, I applaud anyone who goes just full-blown Halloween costume at the Grammys. I think it's the only way to go, really.
It is. What did you think, Freya?
From the front, you were going, no, she didn't, like, but then when she turned around and you saw the bum, I was just going, okay, you know, I could see where she was going with the, you know, like, I'm just Madonna, I can do what I want, but then when you take it to another level of actually just kind of flashing your rear end for the whole world to see, like, you do have to remember she has kids, and it's just kind of, it seems desperate to stay relevant at this stage. But as you said, it's not the Grammys until
she's very much relevant. And I don't think anyone looks at Madonna and thinks she's like the iconic maternal figure. Like I think they just know her for wearing fishnets and being like a gay icon and releasing fantastic pop songs, you know.
So she is the original Lady Gaga, like, you know, they didn't lick it off the stones.
I think we know not to insult Madonna in front of Kirsty. We'll close that door next time we talk about her. Somebody else who took things up into a surprisingly kind of classy direction was Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, I thought she looked great. Like, she's got a phenomenal figure, and I think it was just nice for once seeing her not, like, flashing her crotch and
no nipples.
Wagging her tongue.
Her and Madonna did a swap, I think.
Yeah.
We'll just let one of us do it today.
Yeah, exactly. No, I thought she looked really, really surprisingly classy for Miley, and I mean, it was still very sexy. Like she had all like the cutouts, and like it was, you know, backless and like tight and everything. But like for her, I thought it was like quite demure. If someone else had worn it, like say, you know, kind of another celebrity, I probably would have been like, oh my god, that's so risque. But for her, I was like, oh, actually, you know, she kind of was quite conservative.
Yeah, no, it did. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's kind of worrying when you're looking at someone who has like those strategic cutouts around like their pelvis, and you're going, oh god, she, you know, played it safe tonight. But yeah, no, I think she is young, and that is her, you know, that's her persona, is that she's, like, as you said, the new kind of Madonna, new showwoman. So yeah, I think hopefully she's maybe going in a more like safer
and maybe a more mature direction. well, as mature as Miley Cyrus is going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
But one woman who is as mature as the eye could see is Taylor Swift, who I just think was hands down the best dressed of the night and of the world. I just thought she looked absolutely amazing.
She always looks so polished, and her skin's so dewy, and her hair looks just
Watch out,
flawless.
Madonna.
No, but she really does. Like, she always looks really great and polished. And she also has, like, hands down the best legs in pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
There's that.
there's that.
You loved her as well,
Loved
didn't
it,
you,
yeah.
Freya?
Best dress for me.
Yeah.
I thought like the colour on her was great, and she didn't do that kind of. She's kind of steering away from that pageant queen look that she had for so long, with, you know, kind of the like perfect 1940s waves and the red lips. So I liked that she kind of was more youthful, and that she had like a nude lip, and really liked, I don't know who her stylist is, but really liked the way they had kind of the magenta shoes with the teal Elisab dress, and as you said, like showing off those legs, like her figure is incredible.
She was incredible. Someone who got the worst dressed of the night in a lot of coverage was Kim Kardashian, who everyone said she looked like she was wearing a Jean-Paul Gaultier bathrobe, which is one way to describe it. But I think it's Kim. I think it's what we expect. We don't expect, you know, a long black dress like Monica Bellucci wore to the BAFTAs. We expect her to be wearing something designer that looks like you could wear it in the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm always surprised when people think Kim Kardashian's gonna knock it out of the park, because I just don't think she's classy or stylish, you know. And I think she kind of knows that, you know. And I mean, her dress, I didn't find it particularly offensive, but it's just, it was her in a nutshell, like, you know, kind of, I just like kind of lots of boobs, lots of sparkle. Kim, you know.
That's her.
So yeah, I think she kind of ruined, like, that dress was only shown a few weeks ago for Paris Couture Week, and I think I was really looking forward to seeing that on someone. I don't want to be like slamming her body, but I think it's kind of built for someone who's a bit more like delicate of frame.
Yes, narrow
I
build.
thought straight away, like, she just manages to take these incredible couture pieces and turn them into something that, like, looks like you would, you know, get it in a 1980s like vintage shop. You know, she really
she's her mother's daughter.
Yeah. And it just, she's the definition of money can't buy class.
Yes, exactly.
And also I think, like, I do like her new short hair. I think
it was gorgeous.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a new classy side to her. But she's so good at that kind of voluminous like ponytail where she kind of slicks everything back, and she always looks incredible when she does that. So I couldn't really understand why she'd take a dress that was so detailed and then kind of have this like messy tussle bob. You're not Sienna Miller, you're never going to be. So stick to what you know best.
Exactly. Finally, one person who we have to talk about when you're talking about the Grammys red carpet from last night is Joy Villa, who was wearing, I have no idea, this orange net construction-inspired ensemble.
It kind of looked like she got stuck in like Lewis, kind of like when they're just traffic cones on route to the Grammys. No, I mean, like, there's always one person who's like, I'm not a name and I'm going to become a name by going to the Grammys in the most ridiculous outfit ever. The thing I found most offensive about that was that her underwear was so rubbish. Like, first off, she had a grey lace thong. And, like, it's really bad that this is what offended me most. Not like not the traffic cone inspired dress, but and she was also wearing like these like rubber nipple covers.
Pasties.
Yeah, and you could see them, and it just was like, look, if you're gonna wrap yourself in that sort of stuff, just like, you know, go for it. Just wear nothing underneath, or you know, like don't have terrible faded underwear and then like stuck on nipple plasters.
It looks like laundry day.
It was just awful.
Could well have been.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was. That's why she had nothing else to wear.
Yeah, I thought it looked like something from, you know, the Form and Fusion. You do when you're in secondary school art. Like, okay, class, today we're gonna, you know, dress up our friend Joy Villa in something we found out in the building site across the road. And then she had like the kind of orange headpiece to go with it. But you have to laugh at that kind of thing. You have to go.
But how uncomfortable must she have been walking around all night? That would catch on everything, like, you know?
Exposing her grey underwear to the
taking her
world.
seat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know, I think, everyone's worst dressed of the night. I think it's safe to say we can give that title to Joy Villa.
Joy, yeah.
Yes. What about your best dressed of the night, though, Kirsty?
My best dressed for, if for safe and classy, would be Miley, but like my dress that I got most excited about seeing, because it was kind of like a Princess Candy dream, is definitely Rihanna's.
Oh, very nice. Now, I'm sure you're going to differ with that, but who was your best dressed?
My favourite was, I did love Taylor Swift. I loved Anna Kendrick in her Band of Outsiders black tuxedo, and who else? Really liked Sierra as well. She had kind of like this black tulle dress on, which could have owned her, but she managed to really knock it out of the park, I think, with that one.
So there you have it, the good, bad and the very ugly from the Grammys red carpet last night.